Welcome, everyone, to AI Factory. We're all about turning these complex topics into clear, engaging explainers. Okay, let's get into it. What if you could direct a movie starring you just by typing a few words? Well, that's not sci-fi anymore. Today, we're breaking down how AI is becoming this incredible imagination engine and why it might just be the next social network. Just take a look at this. The complex physics, the motion, the sheer absurdity of a cat on a figure skater's head. It looks totally real, right? So is any of this real? The answer is nope, not a single pixel. It was generated entirely by AI, specifically OpenAI's groundbreaking model, Sora 2. And this is the key. This isn't just about making cool videos anymore. It's about creating and sharing entire realities. And that shift is huge, which brings us right to our first section. Section 1. Your new social reality. So how does this whole thing actually work? And what exactly makes it a social network? Well, OpenAI is calling Sora 2 the GPT 3.5 moment for video. And that's a big statement. It's this massive leap in realism. It can even model failure, like a basketball shot that misses but then rebounds in a physically correct way. That's a huge deal. But here's the killer feature. It's called Cameo. It lets you literally inject yourself, your own likeness, into any video. You become the star of any world you can possibly imagine. And this quote from the Sora team really gets to the heart of it. They don't just see a tool, they see a whole new way for us to communicate. That's why they launched Sora 2 inside its own dedicated social app. And OpenAI is not alone here. Meta just launched a preview of Vibes, which is a really similar social feed for AI videos. So yeah, the race is officially on. Now, this didn't just happen out of nowhere. This is the result of what you could call a massive and incredibly fast AI arms race. Just look at this timeline from the last year. It has been a torrent of new models. Meta, Google, xAI, OpenAI, they're all trying to one-up each other every few months. It's relentless. And here's the fuel for that fire, $109 billion. That's how much private investment poured into AI in just the last year. That kind of money changes things. Fast. The result? You've got a handful of startups with valuations that are bigger than some countries' economies. And they're all competing for total AI dominance. The power is becoming incredibly concentrated. Okay, so this great acceleration is creating some massive ripple effects, and it's putting a lot of established industries on a direct collision course with this new tech. Get this, 86%. According to the Interactive Advertising Bureau, that's how many advertisers are already planning to use generative AI for video ads. This isn't some future prediction, it's happening right now. And for creators and small businesses, this is a boom. It's leveling the playing field. Suddenly, production quality that used to cost a fortune is accessible to pretty much anyone. But while independent creators are jumping in head first, Hollywood is kind of pumping the brakes. They're worried about liability, about protecting their intellectual property. The risk is just too high for them right now. And a big reason for that caution is this: a huge wave of lawsuits. Authors, artists, musicians, they're all suing, claiming their work was used to train these models without their permission. It's a legal minefield. This whole legal mess is a major reason Hollywood is so hesitant. That and, intense pressure from unions like the Writers Guild of America. Of course, this is also about people's livelihoods. There was a huge backlash from actors against AI creations like Tilly Norwood because they're afraid their jobs are genuinely at risk. And then there's this number, 8 million. That's the projected number of deepfakes that will be shared online in 2025. Just to put that in perspective, in 2023, it was only 500,000. The scale of this is exploding. And this explosion of synthetic media comes with some really severe dangers. We're talking about fraud, cyberbullying, and even the creation of child sexual abuse material, which is just horrifying. Children are especially vulnerable here. So where does all of this leave us? Well, on the brink of a world that is completely saturated with AI-generated media. Some experts are predicting that by 2026, as much as 90% of all online content could be synthetic. Just let that sink in for a second. So it forces us to ask a really fundamental question. When reality becomes optional, what is the value of truth? Look, this is just the beginning.
The crucial point is that we're going to be watching this space very, very closely. What do you think about all this? Let us know in the comments, and please subscribe to AI Factory so we can keep exploring the future together. Thanks for watching.